My first idea is about parent lifestyle and just lifestyles in general, where I'll be following a mum. The angle is that to follow a mum around to find out what they do when their kids are at school and how their life is actually like, because you generally don't understand or know what they get up to during the time that their kids are at school often, and I thought it would be quite an interesting documentary for young adults, as then they can be like, right, I'm turning into an adult now, what did my mum and dad do when they were, what have they been doing all these years that I've been at school, what do they do during that time? And the way I would do it is using like an observational or participational documentary, as having it observational would let me just like see what they are like in their natural day-to-day thing, just seeing how they act. But then the participational part would be like, I might go out and like talk to them every so often to just see how everything goes, and like they might talk to the camera, as well as if they go to any clubs such as like a Zumba class, I can interview the teacher of the Zumba to say what Zumba is, just to give them more knowledgeable aspect to the whole, what everything's going on in this documentary for the audience. The audience would be hitting the target of the 18 and 24-year-olds enough, but the limitation would be it's more for females than males, as you would see mums being interviewed, not really dads, because the typical and stereotypical way of seeing it is that the dad goes to work while the stay-at-home mum looks after the children. But that is not always the case, so I might get a stay-at-home dad or something, just so I can like appeal to the males as well. But also with the target audience, I wouldn't assume that they know what the mums do, but they would know like the basic tasks, like what washing up is and cleaning clothes, if that's what they do during the class, or just sitting watching TV or having a cup of tea. You wouldn't have to explain that, but just allow them to casually think how a weekly schedule is for a mum. And I wouldn't really need to interview anyone except like maybe a Zumba teacher if they go to Zumba, or any clubs or any special activities which is not common knowledge. But other than that, I would just have the two mums that I would interview for the whole documentary.
I'll go first then. With the whole mums thing, are you going to just do 2 or 3, so then it keeps it simpler? And then would you do people that you know, or people that you don't know really well, so that you're just as informed as the audience?
Personally, I don't really know what a lot of the mums I know do while I'm at school, or like what they do when their children are at school, but I would most likely go for quite known, like I would go for mums that I know well, but not too well, that would feel comfortable being around the camera around me without acting up on the camera and just being themselves, instead of trying to make them look better in the camera. And yeah, I'll probably keep to just about 2 or 3 mums, just to give it more of a variety.
I was going to ask, how may you target it to a male target audience?
The main way I'll probably do that, if anything, is having a father figure instead of one of the mums. Like maybe if I've got 2, maybe have one mum, one dad, and different ethnicities as well, so I can arrange it to the different ethnicity groups as well, just to broaden it out with the audience. But I might not do that and just make it appeal to mainly females instead of males.
Within this, would you like, maybe, because it's for the teenagers to see what their parents are doing, well, mums, I guess, would you like, at the beginning, before you, like when you're introducing the mum, you could like show a clip of that child, one or maybe all of her children, depending on how many she has, and so ask the child, oh, so what do you think your mum does during the day? And then you can you'd show what you saw, and then go back to them once showing them as well what their mum does, and get their opinion and reaction to what it is. Because I just think it would be more so then you've not only got our views because then we've seen it, but also it shows just how shocked a teenager is at how and what their mum does during the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll probably do it for younger than teenagers because nowadays around 18 and that, you talk to your parents more about what's going on in their lives, while if you go in younger, like, I don't know, like 5 till 14 or something like that, you don't really know a lot what's going on with them when you're at school. So I think it would be better to interview them that age range. So yeah, but a good idea.
Yeah.
Cool.